It was on the 19th of November 1960. I was sitting on the tube reading a newspaper, the Daily Telegraph, when one particular paragraph caught my attention. It related how two Portuguese students had been sentenced to terms of imprisonment for no other offence than having drunk a toast to liberty in a restaurant in Lisbon. This was during the dark days of the Salazar regime. This news item produced a righteous indignation in me that transcended normal bounds. To put it bluntly, I was outraged.
So here we are, 50 years on, one man's outrage leading to the world's largest human rights movement.
I got out at Trafalgar Square station and felt like marching down to the Portuguese embassy to make an immediate personal protest. I decided instead to walk straight into the Church of St. Martin's in the Fields to work out a practical way of confronting the situation. Then I thought, well, why one campaign for one country? Why not a one-year campaign on behalf of all political and religious prisoners?
So in the half century since Peter Benenson walked through this famous square, determined to do more than simply ease his own conscience, when he said enough to injustice, the movement grew from a personal protest to something which belongs to now more than 3 million people across the world in over 150 countries.
Amnesty International has grown into a worldwide movement in 5 continents. They're all united by a common feeling of disgust at the barbarity that is still practiced in so many parts of the world.
This call is no more on the margins. It today is a global demand from ordinary people for justice, for dignity and for freedom. On this occasion we are also launching a global call to action and we are launching a digital earth candle. The beauty of the digital earth candle is that it's going to show activists across the world how their actions, each individual action, adds up to a massive global action. So in the first 50 years, we now have only about 40 countries still practicing death penalty. We have only about 48 countries with prisoners of conscience. But in the next 10 years, there's no reason why we can't end death penalty. There's no reason why we can't stop all countries from unlawfully suppressing freedom of expression. There's no reason why we can't make sure that women have rights. And there's no reason why we can't end forced evictions. I think that in the coming years we will have millions of members across the world, particularly in the global south. That's my wish for Amnesty International.
When I first lit the Amnesty candle, I had in mind the old Chinese proverb, better light a candle than curse the darkness.
In tribute to that defining moment in our history, in every corner of the world today, we will be making a toast to freedom. With this toast, we raise our glasses with determination that one day every person in the world will enjoy the human rights that belong to all of us. Today, we are raising a toast to freedom in so many different parts of the world, in so many different countries. Join me in a toast to freedom.